Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with winners of select Foreign Language Week contests.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from the winners later in the show. Good morning once again, and welcome to the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 25th of March, 2022, the day one. I'm Samir Singh.
And I'm Connor Menzies. A Foreign Language Week like never before, with countless events that have never been seen. Dash Alschuler Pierce is here to give us a sample of what happened.
That's right. I'm here at the Minute to Win It event, just one of the many amazing events happening at this week's Foreign Language Week. To kick off the week, students and faculty came in on Monday dressed for success, representing their nation's flags. Later that day, South set up a competitive spelling competition on the foreign languages offered. Right after school, the contestants shuffled into language classrooms to be tested on their Spanish and Italian vocabulary, with winners being decided immediately after. This competitive nature spilled into Tuesday, where the Minute to Win It competition pitted students against one another, competing in timed matches based on their language and culture. Additionally, henna stations were set up, providing unique art designs to each student. Throughout the week, lockers around South have been decorated, representing each student's culture and country. Additionally, life skills students had the chance to color Foreign Language Week banners. On Thursday, the Blockbuster came to South as various films were played in South Hall throughout the day. From Beauty and the Beast to Luca, each film was in a foreign language. And finally, today, students and faculty are wearing sports jerseys for Cultural Jersey Day. And after school, Foreign Language Week will end with the pinnacle of all activities, the bocce tournament. A truly linguistic experience for all. For the Falcon Report, I'm Dash Alschuler Pierce.
And Sir Jeffrey C's physics students took their study of harmonic oscillations to new lengths last week. The class put the theory behind standing waves to a test in their latest laboratory investigation. After preparing in advance by performing calculations relating frequency to wavelengths and number of nodes and antinodes, they sought to replicate those numbers in the physics room's massive springs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? That's what I'm saying.
The challenge was keeping the wave in motion long enough to time sufficient cycles for the results to be accurate, and the investigators worked hard to overcome the obstacles and the ceiling to achieve this end. Creating specific numbers of nodes and antinodes was also a challenge, but the groups overcame it with ingenuity and repeated effort. In the end, the laws of physics won the day, and the numbers obtained in the laboratory verified the accepted formulas.
Mrs. Patricia Franco seniors compiled their journalistic skills into newscasts. After a week of creating newspapers, students digitized their articles into a newscast, which consisted of not only their stories, but weather, sports, pop culture, as well as national and international news. And of course, every newscast was to be entirely in Spanish, being judged precisely on their intonation and grammatical accuracy. All in all, each newspaper represented current events with an educational twist.
From the area of competitions this week, there were quite a lot of winners, to say the least.
Both the Falcon Report's Nyla Bisnoth and Emily Nofter were here on the field to speak to winners.
We turn to them now.
I'm joined here now with the winners of some of this year's Foreign Language Week Spelling Bee. So, how did it feel to win?
It's an amazing feeling.
I'm proud of myself because some of the words were pretty hard to spell.
And did you have a strategy going into the spelling bee?
My strategy was to use the word in a sentence and then try to go from there.
I just went on Quizlet and saw all the words from last year and this year, and I just wrote down everything I didn't know and just practiced it all throughout the day.
I'm joined here now with this year's Senior High Poster Contest winner. So, Roxanne, how did it feel when you found out that you won?
Honestly, I feel really surprised because I know there's a lot of talented people. I'm just honored, I guess.
And what was your creative process in designing your poster?
In designing my poster, I took into consideration all the languages and all the flags of those languages, and I decided to incorporate some of those flags into the background, which was supposed to be stained glass per se.
I'm joined here now with the Minute to Win It competition winner. So, how did it feel to win?
I mean, pretty great. I just did this for fun.
So, which round did you feel like was the hardest?
The third round, definitely. The trivia was hard.
And which part of the competition was your favorite and why?
I definitely liked the Greek line dance the best because it was just fun to learn it and then perform it. And then, like, it felt good to be picked as one of the 3 winners to go on to the next round.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you.
When the Falcon Report returns, we'll learn much more about the March Madness basketball tournament. But first, a bird's eye view of some spring foliage. The Falcon Report will be right back.
The character action team is back on the scene. Yet another South student caught doing good. South student Maria Frias received multiple nominations for her repeated acts of kindness and helpfulness.
So Maria, you were nominated out of all the students in this school for making a difference.
Congratulations!
Character in action. No $1 million, but what they have is worth far, far more.
Hey, you think you got into the Honor Society? Yeah, how about you? Yeah, me too.
You two come over here right now. I am so proud of you guys. You guys got in. Into what?
Into Honor Society! You guys got in too?
Story's perfect.
What? What is this? I can't do this by myself anymore. I quit.
Last Friday, the gym was packed with competitors and audience alike for the March Madness basketball tournament. John Concepcion was on the scene.
I'm here at the March Madness basketball tournament where our fierce competition is just underway. This tournament was the idea of the senior class council and led by senior Andrew Francis.
And for this whole tournament, I feel like South should keep doing it because it brings everybody together and it's just a fun environment.
This tournament pitted teams from the class of 2022 and 2023 against one another in a bracket-style tournament. Teams across the 2 grades played against one another. Having been hyped up for weeks, this tournament featured quite a bit of trash talking between some teams as they played some close games.
That's not my call!
At the end, Team RF came out on top, a win for the class of 2022.
Nobody could compete with us, feel me? This was expected, you know, Team RF, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was expected.
Our story started to a great addition for 3 years to come. For the Falcon Report, I'm Jonathan Concepcion.
Spring certainly brought its showers with it, but will drier weather move in this weekend?
Andy Huang will have the details.
Andy?
The answer to that question is no. Today will be warmer compared to the weekend, with a high of 60 and a low of 46. It'll be a bit breezier heading into the afternoon. The cooler temperatures will continue into tomorrow with the sunshine giving way to clouds. Those clouds will rain into the afternoon. Saturday's temperatures will be between 39 and 52 degrees. It'll get colder heading into Sunday, with the degrees ranging from 24 to 49 degrees. It'll be breezy with some sun and clouds. Similar to the previous days, there'll be afternoon showers. Back to you.
South's badminton and tennis teams, along with district lacrosse, are swinging into the spring season.
Alina Trzynski was on the receiving end, seeing their performances firsthand.
We join her now.
Thanks, guys. The district teams, along with girls badminton and boys tennis, have been practicing for their season. The girls badminton team opened their tryouts with new coaches, Ms. Danielle Florentino. The team is being led by 3 returning seniors. The girls' first game is home against the Highlanders of Herrick High School on Wednesday. The girls' lacrosse team has been practicing at Central since last week with Miss Jessica Ricotta, whose first game is today against the Mules of Malvern. The boys lacrosse team, who is coached by Mr. Robert Świerkowski, has been practicing for their first game, which happened this past Wednesday against the Golden Tornadoes of Lawrence High School. The tennis team is back into their season with a few returning seniors. The boys started their practices this past Monday with Mr. David Richmond on the courts of North Woodmere Park. The first game will be April 4th. And that's sports.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. For Samir Singh, I'm Connor Menzies.
Have a great weekend, so.